Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Toad, and today I'm going to be talking about Bhastrika. So, before I show you how to do it, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to give you a warning. And this isn't just a warning to make it, to pump it up. I don't need to pump this up. In fact, I'm not going to give you a warning. I'm just going to tell you, be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Okay? Because this is much more intense than holotropic breathwork. In fact, it's so much more intense that if I had to choose if I could only do Bhastrika or if I could only do holotropic breathwork, I would have to choose Bhastrika because Bhastrika is better than holotropic breathwork, okay? The visual effects are different, the audio effects are different, it's a different breathing technique, the mental effects are different, everything is different, but it's much more intense. It's the most intense breathing technique that I've ever experienced. Now, let me tell you, whatever emotional state you're in when you do this breathing technique, it will just increase. You'll just go further in that direction, further and further, okay? And let me give you an example. The trunk wouldn't close on the car. I had a full-on adrenaline rush, rage mode, beast mode, whatever. I don't get that irritated when the trunk doesn't close, okay? It's not a big deal. But what happened is that I was still high. I was still tripping when I went out to go get chili out of the car, and it wouldn't close. The trunk wouldn't close, and it just... All I'm going to tell you is that this intensifies any emotional state that you're in, okay? It'll intensify any thoughts that you're having. It'll intensify everything. It just intensifies everything, okay? And now let me tell you about the visual effects. I'm not going to tell you. You'll figure it out. So anyway, yeah, now I'm going to get into it. First, what you're going to need is kind of a big cushy blanket like this, and you're going to kind of fold it up into a ball, and you're going to put your feet under it, okay, and sit on it. What that's going to do is it's going to have your pelvis higher than your knees, okay, and that's what you want because you want to have your diaphragm, which is your stomach, it's gut breathing. You want to have your diaphragm kind of opened up, so you want your knees lower than your pelvis because that, opens it up more than being like this, because of course it does. So there's a muscle called the taint. I think it's called the taint, but it might not be called the taint. There's a muscle, and it's behind your junk and in front of your butt crack, okay? And it's between your legs. And it's not that muscle that you might think. It's a muscle. It's literally the muscle at the very base of your body. It's where the root chakra is. It's where the root chakra looks like it is. Now, funny enough, is squeezing that muscle that's down there causes your sacral chakra to make energy. It's like pumping energy upward, okay? So that's why we're squeezing it the whole time we're doing breath work. You can go check out their certified health nuts video on this, which is the video that a subscriber sent to me, which is why I'm making this video, because I just tried it today, and this breathing technique is intenser, more intense. It's the most intense. It's crazy. So, I have to make a video about this because it's big. This is life-changing, I think. Now, so you're going to squeeze the taint the whole time to push energy up. Some of you might already know what that is. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have our hands on our knees like this, and we're always going to be breathing through the nose. You're never going to breathe through the mouth. It's always through the nose. Even when it burns, you just keep going. You don't stop when it burns when you're doing push-ups, so you don't stop when it burns when you're breathing. Unless you're smoking, then definitely stop. Don't smoke stuff. What do you think you're doing to your lungs? Your lungs don't like that. At least they don't like tobacco. So anyway, yeah. You're going to breathe in through the nose, and you're going to expand your diaphragm by stretching backward, okay? So, yeah. So it's in through the nose. See how I'm stretching my diaphragm out? And then you're going to spit out all the air. This is why it's called lion's breath, okay? That's why it's called lion's breath. It's because it's kind of like you're roaring. Okay, you're just pushing all the air out of your lungs. So, and then when you come back up, what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in through the nose, fill your belly up with air, your diaphragm, and then you're going to exhale all the air. Now what you're going to do is you're going to do breath of fire. You're going to breathe very fast and very rapidly through your nose, okay? You're going to make sure that you're always exhaling all the air on every breath. You don't have to inhale fully on every breath. Just breathe fast and get maximum air, okay? So it's like... I'd say that I'm filling my lungs up like 75% on each of those breath of fire breaths. Now, my technique differs from Certified Health Nuts, but he's a yoga expert, so, you know, go check out his video. I'm not an expert. So, I don't know anything about yoga or Bhastrika. I'm just some hippie on the internet, okay? So, yeah. You're doing the breath of fire. Make sure you exhale every breath and inhale maximum, but just keep your breath quick, okay? Find your own pace, but keep it quick. So, you're going to do that 50 times, and on the 50th breath, you're going to inhale all the way into the diaphragm, not the chest. No chest breathing today, just the diaphragm, okay? And you're going to hold, and what you're going to do now, this is my own little spin on it, is you're going to, as you're holding, you're going to take your thumbs and lock them, and you're going to do a back bend. They call it a divine back bend. It changes your state of mind. It kind of makes you get deep. So you're going to go like this, as you're still holding the breath in your belly, not your chest, okay? And the reason you're going like that is because just doing that, it changed my state of mind a little bit. So yeah, Certified Health Nut says that it's pretty easy to pass out with this breathing technique. I can see where it would be, because it's intense stuff, you know? So, yeah, there it is. And after you can't hold your breath any longer, because you're still doing your back bend, after you can't hold any longer, you're going to come back up, exhale all the air, breathe in once, okay? Exhale all the air, and you're going to do another lion's breath, okay? And you restart the process, okay? Certified Health Nuts video is better than my video on this, okay? So go check out Certified Health Nut DMT breathing, okay? He'll call it Bhastrika in the video. It's going to release, in my opinion, I have pretty good critical thinking skills, okay? I look stuff up, I look up what people tell me, I'll consider all viewpoints, and I'll make my decision that way. People think that just because I don't have the same opinion as them, that I don't have critical thinking, but that's BS. So, yeah, there's not a doubt in my mind that this really does release DMT in your brain, because it's such an intense breathing technique. The effects are so intense, and they last a while. They last longer than you would think. You know, and if it's not DMT being released, then there is some system of energy being affected by the breathing technique. It can't just be hypocapnic hypoxia within different levels and amounts, okay? That doesn't make sense when the visuals are different with every breathing technique. The mind state is different with every breathing technique. Wim Hof is different from holotropic, it's different from Bhastrika, it's different from breath of fire. It's all very different, okay? So, but what I'm saying is that for Bhastrika, particularly, there's not a doubt in my mind that it does release DMT from your pineal gland. And I think that the DMT is synthesized, most likely, from the amino acid tryptophan reacting or being synthesized by cells within your body, being synthesized along with serotonin. I think it's serotonin maybe reacting with tryptophan to create dimethyltryptamine, which is DMT. I might be wrong. Maybe that's baseless. You know, I'm not an expert scientist or anything. But, yeah. In my mind, I don't think there is any doubt that that breathing technique releases DMT because it's intense. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and hit the bell icon and share. So yeah, see ya.